What's up guys, Seth here, back with another video on Marvel Contest of Champions, and today I am here with a big old mass rank up video. If you've been watching MCOC YouTube for a while, you'll know who Brian Grant is, the Contest Champion channel. One video I always enjoyed of his was his mass rank up videos. It was just a good video to put on in the background, eat your lunch, eat your dinner, whatever it was, just to have on and just watch him churn through resources. And so that's what I want to do today. I have 10 champions that I want to rank up today to various ranks. So these rank ups are going to be a combination of both catalysts that I've accumulated over the last month, as well as a fair few rank up gems as well. From the Metamorphosis event, we've got a bunch of rank 1 to 2s, 2 to 3s, 3 to 4s, and then as well, I've got a 3 to 4 Cosmic that we're going to be using today as well. I've got a fair few signature stones. I don't think I'm going to be using any of these today just because I don't really know who I want to put them towards yet. And we also have an abundance of some rank 1 to 2 gems from the Twitch drops recently, 3 of which I have pulled mutant. And a bit of a spoiler, I have these mutants at rank 1. There might be an argument for 1 or 2 of them to be more than rank 1, but we're not going to be touching any of these ones today. Now, first of all, we're going to be ranking up someone from the science class. Now, there's a lot of champions in here that are very deserving of the rank up, but there's one champion who's particularly relevant right now with the upcoming sale event being able to get his ascension tokens, and that is Spider-Ham. So Spider-Ham is one of the OG Power Sting champions. He now has sort of gone in the shadows a little bit more just because of all of the Spider-Woman hype recently, so he hasn't been getting as much attention as other champions have, but I think he is still very, very deserving, especially if I'm going to get an Ascension token for him. He's just going to be that much better, and for options, especially for Alliance War where Spider-Woman is so often banned, or Battlegrounds, having another option for some Power Sting and having another science champion that can really carry you in those sorts of fights is just great overall. So Spider-Ham, we're going to be taking up to rank 3. There is one particular alliance mate of mine who will be very happy to see this rank up happening. I'm sure he's watching this video as well, and I'm sure he's commenting how much this guy is deserving of it. And I'm very keen to see what this guy looks like at Ascension 1 if I end up getting the Ascension token for him as well. Now, we're going to be jumping out of the science class and we're going to be jumping now over to Cosmic. Now, obviously there's loads of good options in Cosmic. There are all sorts of champions that are very deserving of rank ups. But there is one champion that I'm going to be taking up, which is a little bit of an OG God champion. Also an Ascended champion now, and that is Corvus Glaive. So Corvus Glaive, he's going to be part of a video that I'm going to be making soon as well. And now, if you're not familiar with Corvus when he came out, he was one of the biggest hitters in the game at the time, and he really took over the Cosmic class for quite a while. Now, in the current day, he has sort of dropped off a little bit just because with bigger health pools, that is very, very common now. The damage really drops off with Corvus once he's out of his high damage phase, and it's really, really time consuming to get back to his high damage phase if you don't defeat the opponent in that one sort of cycle. But overall, he's still really, really solid. He's really good for Battlegrounds options in some metas, depending on the size of champion that you're going up against. At the moment, I'm going to be happy with leaving him at rank 3, but he's going to be handy for the video that I'm going to do soon as well, just as a bit of a showcase option at least rank 3 to kind of see what he's doing, especially with him in the box at the moment for the Ascension tokens. I've currently got him at Ascension 1, and maybe we'll go higher with that. You might get him to Ascension 2 as well. We'll have to see how many of those boxes we end up opening. And now we're going to be jumping to one other class in the rank 2 to 3 options, and we're going to be staying there for a while, and that class is Mutant. Now, there are 2 champions here, which I think are staples to rank up for Battlegrounds, for questing options, sort of all-round, high damage, pretty good utility champions. And the first one I'm going to be taking up, which I should have taken up a while ago, and it's probably a bit of a surprise that it's still at rank 2 on my account, is Deadpool X-Force. Deadpool X-Force is probably one of the best, if not the best buff we've seen for one of the older champions. His damage output now is ridiculous. His bleed debuffs are ridiculous. Having the alternative damage outside of bleed vulnerable champions is also great for his, bleed debuffs instead of bleed debuffs. Overall, really solid option, really great option for Battlegrounds. I think if he's going to be in my deck, he's probably going to have to go higher up than this, probably to rank 4. I'm going to leave him at the rank 3 for now, just to sort of play around with him a little bit more and see how I'm enjoying his play style as well. But I know a lot of people have a lot of success with Deadpool X4s, and that is why he is another one of my rank ups. Now for the next rank up, as I said, we're going to be staying in the mutant class, and we're also going to be staying in the X-Men class. And it is another champion which became very, very popular when they were buffed, and that is Cyclops Blue Team. Cyclops Blue Team is one of those champions that again has a huge damage output in the right scenarios. Not a whole lot of utility for him, but if you are in a matchup where you can just deal a lot of raw damage, he is a really, really solid option. Because of his power efficiency as well, he can throw off a lot of special attacks in this short amount of time too, dealing a lot of damage. And so for that reason, I'm going to be taking him up so I can play around with him a little bit more as well. So we will level him up, and then we've got one more champion to visit in the mutant class, which is also another champion which I'm going to be bringing in for a video coming up soon as well. There is a champion in this list which I love. I love this champion. When I used to play on another account and my top champions were 5-star rank 4s, I'm talking a long time ago on this account now. It feels like recently, but when I think back to it, it was like 7 or 8 years ago or something like that. And one champion that I absolutely loved playing and was very relevant at the time, and I still think has potential in the current meta of the game, is Omega Red. Now, Omega Red is a champion with a whole lot of utility options. He's got really solid damage for damage over time, as well as regular raw damage output as well. He's got some really good niche matchups, especially for Hazard Shock, because not only does he have the immunity to poison, but he's also really taken advantage of bleed debuffs with his overall damage cycle. Now, Omega Red is really a champion that benefits from the Suicide Masteries. So if you've got the bleed debuffs against you, you're going to be just ramping so much faster. I don't run Suicide Masteries, and I probably won't be running them just for Omega Red, but overall, I think he's a really solid addition to the roster, and I think he takes a lot of niche fights that there isn't exact sort of counters for outside of Omega Red in the Mutant class too. That is going to do it for our Mutant class. We're going to jump away for a little bit and let's have a look and see what else we've got. We're going to jump back to the Cosmic class. I thought Corvus was all we're going to take up, but there is one more champion at rank 2 that I want to bring up. And this is yet another one of those sort of god tier champions that has kind of just been a little bit forgotten about amongst my rank 2s. And this champion I should not have forgotten about because they are an absolute unit, and that is Galen. So Galen is one of those champions that, again, has a huge damage potential. I'm talking massive damage potential. In the right situation, he does fights incredibly quickly and incredibly high damage and can deal with huge health pools. And the raw output damage for Galen does increase substantially with his rank level ups as well. And so I think at rank 3, he's going to be able to provide just a bit more damage and have a few more use cases so that when I am coming up against a tech champion with a lot of armor buffs or a lot of buffs in general that I want to deal some kind of raw energy damage to, Galen is another option that I'm going to be able to reach for as well. And he is very deserving of the rank 3. I think Galen would make a good option for an Ascension champion as well. Hopefully I can get him ascended at some point because I think his sort of damage is capped. You can't go too overboard with Galen, but his damage output in general is just still cracked, even at a lower rank, like a rank 3, which is crazy to think that rank 3 is a lower rank now, considering how quickly that's jumped up in the game. All right, enough of the rank 2 to 3. Let's do a couple of rank 4 rank ups. There is one champion in my roster which is extremely deserving of a rank 4 and isn't there yet. And that champion is an absolute unit. They've got high damage, they've got decent utility, and for overall questing, they are a beast. And of course, I'm talking about none other than Venom. Venom is a unit. He is brilliant, he's got huge damage output, he's great for certain matchups, but just in general questing, even in large health pool fights, he does really, really well. He's got so much potential for improvement with the Venom relic as well, and certain synergies. He just really goes absolutely hog wild. I was really keen to see Pork Rind in the contest as well. I was really hoping he was going to win the vote for the Summoner's Choice champion, but he didn't win. And I also hoped Phantasma would win, and she didn't win. So we didn't end up getting any of those, but symbiotes I absolutely love in the game. And I think all of them, probably, unless I'm forgetting one, are deserving of high rank ups. I've got Carnage currently at rank 4 as well. And so Venom, of course, has to be ranked up to go alongside him too. Now, with all of these champions that I'm ranking up as well, let me know down in the comments what you think of these rank ups. Is this something that you would do on your account? Is these champions that you are chasing or potentially want to rank up as well once you get the resources? And as well, if you see champions that you just want to see a little bit more of that maybe not many other people have ranked up, or you just haven't seen much content from, let me know. And I'll be able to post some videos with these champions now that they're ranked up as well. In the context of really, really good champions that have just been a bit locked at rank 3 for me, there is one more that I want to take up that I think is very deserving and has honestly had a bit of a resurgence in their relevance. And that is Black Panther Civil War. Black Panther Civil War, in the event that he came out in, really took over. Like, he was the chase champion to get. I got him during that event. He's been at rank 3 SIG 200 since rank 3 was the top rank to be able to get for me as well. So he's been sitting there for quite a while. He's obviously been deserving of the rank, and he really has got a resurgence, as I said, of popularity now in the recent Battlegrounds metas as well. He's a really, really solid Battlegrounds champion because he just does so much damage in such a short amount of time and isn't reliant on hitting the defender a lot. So you can really easily ramp Black Panther without feeding them a lot of power as well, which is really beneficial for a champion like this. And for Battlegrounds, just so you're not wasting time baiting out specials, it's also really beneficial. So Black Panther is definitely worth the rank 4. And I'm going to give him one of the Ascendable Champion stones as well, just to save some of the resources. Now, as you probably have noticed, I do have the tier 5 alpha catalysts for a rank 5 champion. I'm not going to be doing that rank up today. That is going to be a standalone video, mainly because I haven't decided who I want to rank up yet. There's a couple of champions who I've been enjoying playing a lot more recently, and one of them probably will get it, but I'm not 100% sure. So if during this video you have seen a champion that is really just standing out to you as the next rank 5 candidate, let me know in the comments. Put your argument forth as to why they should be my next rank 5. Now, my current rank 5 champions are Null, Scorpion, Jack-o'-lantern, Spider-Man Stealth Suit, and Rintrah. People might think these are odd choices. I love them all. That's why they're at rank 5. I can't rank them down even if you convince me otherwise, so don't bother, you'll just hurt my feelings. As much as there's some champions in this rank up video so far that have been making a resurgence in relevance, there are 2 champions who are very relevant that I want to rank up now as well. And if you saw my Titan opening video, my worst crystal opening ever, my unluckiest crystal opening ever, these were 2 takeaways that were actually really solid, but they were 2 takeaways out of like 18 Titan crystals, including 2 Nexus crystals. So if you haven't seen that video, go check it out. It's appalling. I'm still recovering. But the 2 champions that I want to rank up, first of all, one of them is in the tech class, and they are currently all the way down at rank 1, and that is Ruby Thursday. Now, Ruby Thursday, I've still got unawakened right now. I can awaken her if I wanted to, but I am going to be opening up more Titan crystals in the future as well, because no my luck, as soon as I awaken her with an awakening gem, I'll end up pulling her from the Titan crystal and just ending up with SIGs from that instead. Ruby Thursday has really entered the contest as mainly a defender, but I was playing around with her today, and some of the damage output for a rank 1 champion was very, very surprising for me. And I just love the tech champion playstyle of not critting and dealing some energy damage instead. I guess rupture damage is physical, so it's not energy damage, but you know what I mean, the red numbers. That's what I really love about Jack-o'-lantern. I really think his playstyle is a lot of fun. I think the bursty damage is great, and just having sort of different ways to play around champions. And Ruby Thursday also has come in, as I said, mainly defender, but a very niche defender, with her mainly revolving around her auto block ability. Now, the auto block ability obviously can be countered. There are champions that can counter auto block, but there's not a whole lot of current relevant champions that counter auto block. The new champion Phyla-Vell that came out, she counters Ruby basically entirely, but outside of that, she's not a very good champion. Vox is a great Ruby option. I actually took down a Ruby Thursday in War today with a Vox, so Vox really chews her down. Outside of that, I don't think there's a lot of people that have a lot of Ruby counters ranked up. So I think if I was to rank her up really high and then chuck her on defense, I think she would do actually really, really solid. So what we're gonna do today, let's first of all take her to rank 2, and then let's just see how we're feeling, because I've been enjoying this champion a lot. She looks whack as hell. I'm not gonna defend the design there. Obviously, it's from the comics, but she looks crazy. And the way that her head just pops off, I don't know what is up with that. I thought it was an April Fool's prank. when she entered the game. I thought, this is the wackest champion ever. I have no idea why she's an actual champion. She is, and she's pretty fun as well. So outside of the character design, I'm willing to give her a solid shot. So that's Ruby at rank 3. I think we're gonna leave her there for now. There's some other champions that I would prefer to use my tier 7 basic on and my rank 4 gem at the moment. So I think we'll leave her there right now. We'll see if we ended up awakening her. And if we do awaken her and I've got some more resources at the time, I think she's a pretty good candidate for my next rank 4, or honestly even higher as well. If you want to put an argument forward for a Ruby rank 5, leave it down below as well. I realistically won't take much convincing. Now, the last champion of this rank up video is a champion which I will admit I bagged out a little bit. If you saw my May review where I reviewed all of the content that happened last month in May, this is a champion that I just wasn't super impressed with. I thought the buff of this champion wasn't that great. I thought he had a lot of hype around him and it wasn't really backed up that much. But now I've seen more from this champion and I've played with this champion a bit and I'm kind of loving it. I am kind of impressed. And that is none other than the absolute badass Johnny Blaze, aka Ghost Rider. Now, Ghost Rider he's a champion which brought back a mechanic which we haven't seen a whole lot of in new champions, and that's power control. Power control, for some reason, has just disappeared off of the face of new champions. Even champions which we would expect power control beyond, they just don't have it, or it's so weak that it's just inconsequential. It just doesn't make a difference in the fight. And against regular champions that aren't power gaining, then it might be okay. You know, you might be able to keep them just below a special 3. But for champions and defenders that you're fighting that have an active power gain, it's such a niche pool of new champions that can actually counter those. You're often relying on older champions with the really solid power control that you know and love from years ago, rather than reaching for the new champions that we want to play around with. So I'm really glad to see that Ghost Rider has a really solid kit around the power control. And I think he's another one of those buffs that has really stayed true to his original kit as well, which I really like. You know, you're building up those judgments in a very similar way than you used to, and then you're just bringing all the damage in with the penance stare, which is such a cool mechanic. I mean, there's not many different animation things that they do in the game now to make characters so different, but Ghost Rider really got one of those very, very unique abilities. And that also has a lot of niche uses as well, because it obviously counts as part of his special attack. The defender can't throw special attacks during that as well. He can really lock champions down for a decent amount of time in a fight. And during that amount of time, he's dealing some pretty solid damage too. So what we're gonna do, we are gonna take him all the way up to rank 4. And I'm gonna use my Ascendable Champion gem on him because I wanna save the tier 7 basic for my next rank 5. And there he is. Rank 4 Ghost Rider. Now he's only at Sig 20 at the moment. I don't think I'm going to add any Sigs to him right now, even though the Sig ability is good, even though it's nice to have. I think I'm going to save them right now because, as I said, alongside the reason for not awakening Ruby is I'm going to be opening more Titan Crystals. I'm going to be getting Ghost Rider more, I'm sure. And so we'll be able to Sig him up a little bit through that. If I don't end up pulling them that much, then probably towards the end of the month, I'll end up putting some more Sigs into him too. But that's it, guys. We have made some gains today. The thing that I'm most excited for is that rank 4 Ghost Rider. I think he is going to be absolutely awesome. I think Venom as well is going to be a whole lot of fun just for jumping in for really, really quick fights too. And there are some really solid champions which I now feel a bit more comfortable playing around in some more difficult questing situations, or maybe even Battlegrounds or War or whatever it ends up being, with Cyclops, Omega Red, and Deadpool X-Force as well. If there's champions that you've seen, as I said, through this video that you think should be ranked up, put it in the comments below, because I'm going to do one of these rank up videos fairly regularly, and so maybe it'll appear in the next video too. Now, before we end off, let's see what that did to our summoner rating as well. So now we're sitting at a base hero rating of 16.5 million. And on the leaderboard, we are currently at 27th in Australia. If you couldn't tell by the accent, I'm in Australia and I'm currently 27th in my region. And then globally, I am 1,004th. I've been moving up and down around the 1,000 bracket. I'm trying to get in the top 1,000, but there's a whole lot of big spenders in the top 1,000. So it is very hard to compete. You've got to play a hell of a lot of the game to try to stay in that top 1,000. But anyway, guys, that's all I've got to go over today. I just wanted to go through, rank up some of these champions, give a bit of a reason as to why I'm ranking them up, and see what you think about them as well. If you like this video, make sure you like and subscribe so you don't miss the next one when it comes out as well. And as usual, guys, thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.